Good morning, students. We are going to see one more concept from our grammar section language study, that is appreciation of the poem. This is very important concept for you. Every time this appreciation will be asked whenever the poem will come in the exam. So from the point of view of exam, this appreciation of the poem is very important and you should study very carefully. I hope so, and you are doing that much. Okay. So what is basically appreciation of the poem? Appreciate means what? To appreciate somebody means what? To praise somebody. Praise means what? Stuti karne. How to appreciate the poem? Any question for you? How to appreciate the poem? In short, appreciation means what? Whatever good things are there in the poem, you have to write down with the help of the given points. This is, in short, the meaning of appreciation of the poem. You have to examine, analyze. One more word is used here, may come as analyze the poem. Do remember, do not get confused what is analyze. Appreciation means only analyzing the poem. Analyze means what? Go through the poem and check out what all things are there in the particular poem. Fine. So let us see how you are going to write this appreciation of the poem. This year it is point format for you. In 8th, in 9th and 10th, you are expected to write in a critical format, that is paragraph format. How it is, let's see. First thing, every poem has some or the other title. So in front of the title, you have to write the title of the poem, whatever is the title. For example, The Worm. Title of the poem, The Worm. Next, second point, and this is the particular sequence last year I had explained you, I had taught you, you all do remember very well. Still one more time, let us revise. Second thing comes, name of the poet. Whatever is the name of the poet. Sometimes some poems are anonymous, written by anonymous poet, don't know who is the poet. That time also you have to mention the poet is anonymous. Next, third is theme or central idea of the poem. What is this? In every poem, one message is given for you. That is the theme or central idea of the poem. What is expected from you by the poet? That is called as theme or central idea of the poem. Next is tone of the poem. Tone of the poem means what? The mood which is seen in the poem. Sometimes the poem is very happy and writes accordingly very happily. Sometimes he is sad, his mood is sad. Sometimes he is angry with somebody. Sometimes he is very anxious. So whatever mood you feel through this poem is known as the tone of the poem. Very important, do remember. Now some poems are giving you some sad expression. That time there you have to write the tone of the poem is sad or serious sometimes. Okay. Then structure and stanzas. How is the structure of the poem? Means how many stanzas are there in the poem. For example, if there are 4 stanzas, you have to write there are 4 stanzas in the poem. Structure means what? How is the structure of the poem? It is of 2-line stanza, 4-line stanza, 3-line stanza. Accordingly, you have to find out the structure of the poem. Next is rhyme scheme. And for finding out the rhyme scheme, you must know first the rhyming words. Sometimes there are no rhyming words. There you have to write there is no rhyme scheme because the poem is in free verse. Next, very important, special features. What are the specialities of the poem? What is indicated through this poem? Special features of the poem. Next is figures of speech. There are always figures of speech in the poems, you have to find out any 2 or 3, not more than that, that much only is expected from you, and find out the figures of speech and do write there, so and so line carries so and so figure of speech. Okay. Next is favorite line. Whose favorite line? Your. Nobody should say, I don't have favorite line because I did not like the poem. I had explained you last time also, this should not come. No negative expression should come through your writing. So, favorite line, take any line and write this, this is my favorite line from the whole poem. There may be 2 or 3 lines also, you can mention that also. And last but not the least, why I like or don't like the poem. Here, as I had told you last year also, every time I tell you, negative expression should never come in the poetry section, every time, in every whole your life. Why I like or don't like the poem, you should always say, I like the poem because. Then here you can write the same, because the poet conveys us this message, or the poem has these figures of speech which I like the most, because the poem is in sad tone or in happy tone, so I like the poem. Anything from these 9 points you can take help of, and then you can write why I like the poem. That much only. This is point format. And what is critical format? Critical format means you have to expand the point in your own words, in your own sentences. Now, some paragraph format, critical format means paragraph format. Some students are confused. What do they do? For every point, they make a separate paragraph. And they think that this is called critical format. No. Critical format means you have to expand. For example, title of the poem, in point format if you write worm, the worm. How will you write in critical format? The title of this beautiful poem or the title of this short but beautiful poem is The Worm. This poem is written by the well-known or renowned or world-famous poet so and so. The central idea of the poem is so and so. Add up some your own sentences there, and the tone of the poem is sad or serious or happy, whatever. So first, these 4 points should come under first paragraph. First 4 points must come under first paragraph. Expand. Use your own poetic language. Use beautiful words to write these sentences. Then structure, stanzas, rhyme scheme, special features and figures of speech. These 4, these 2 and these 2 should come under second paragraph. All these in expanded form, and that must be written very beautifully. Use your own words. There is no limit for this. Nobody is going to ask you why did you write this way and that way. There is no limit. You are fully free to write in your own language. Then last 2 points should come under third paragraph. Favorite line and why I like or don't like the poem. This is called as critical format. Critically analyze the poem. You have to write in your own sentences beautifully. That is called critical format. Many of our students, they do write this very nicely, and I am very happy with them. Others also must learn to write this as early as possible. Fine. So this is appreciation of the poem. I hope that you have understood this well. Okay. So till next time, bye.